Hey everybody, Stephen Bonacor, the Podfather of Gaming, and I'm here again with members of the Hasbro Avalon Hill team because they're doing some unbelievable stuff in the hobby game space. Now, yesterday it was, but for you guys it'll probably be many days later when you see this video, I was speaking to Craig Van Ness, who brought back with the Hasbro team HEROQUEST, and I called that the single most important announcement at Gen Con, the bringing back of HEROQUEST. But now I got Doug Hopkins, who's part of the entire Avalon Hill team, and he's doing so many interesting things. I wanted to bring him into an interview as well. So Doug, first of all, thank you so much for being part of this. I really appreciate it. I have a small but very influential audience out there who want to know what Hasbro Avalon Hill is doing in the hobby gaming space. So recently you guys brought back HEROQUEST. So tell me about how this actually ended up coming back and the fact that you didn't just bring it back, you're now going to stay with this system pretty heavily because you got stuff here that nobody's ever seen until this show as well. What's going on? How did this come back? What was the brainchild behind bringing it all back?
You know, there was a small group of passionate gamers inside of Hasbro that poured their heart and soul into this game, and we're able to crowdsource this through our Hasbro Pulse platform. And you know, I think we just proved to ourselves and to our friends.
And you gotta prove it to the upper management that wow, hobby gamers have got money and they really want stuff back.
And they're they want this.
They wanted this back. So what was your involvement directly like? Did you do the extra development on some of these new things that I'm seeing over here, some of these new expansions?
Yeah, I mean, we work, of course, as a team to bring all of those to the market. Of course, we have got engineers and writers and designers that make sure that the componentry is modern and it has the quality that Hasbro requires, but also that the industry and the customers and the people and gamers and us passionate fans want this game to have.
That's awesome. So right over here we see several new items for this game that are now coming out post the post the delivery of all the stuff from Pulse. So what are the ones that you've got out here, and if you can, to the extent that you can, when will the gamers see those in stores and for actual ordering?
Awesome. So Frozen Horror, I know, is one of our major requests, and that's out right now.
Frozen Horror.
The Frozen Horror. People are really excited about this. We're seeing a lot of great and positive feedback on that launch that just launched. We've got a pre-order up right now for the Rogue Heir of Elethorn, which is an all-new hero that we designed that you can add to your collection and can go on these quests. And of course, we've announced the pre-order for Mage of the Mirror, which is an old beloved classic again that people have been clamoring for. It wasn't originally when it came out available worldwide, so now everyone's going to be able to get it. And
each one of these things are actually parts of the game that you actually had out when it first came out, but now you're bringing them back?
Some of the expansions, yes, but the heroes that we've designed are all completely new.
That's pretty cool.
And we designed them from scratch to based on what we saw that people wanted. So
that's great.
Hopefully they love it, and let us know always, if you love what we're putting out, or if you've got criticism, let us know what you want, and we're listening and we want to bring it to you.
I think one of the big takeaways from both my interview with Craig and with you, Doug, is that Hasbro really is saying, well, we don't have to sell 1 million copies of every game. We can sell these bigger games at much bigger price points and address a market that we've really ignored for years. I mean, Avalon Hill was a hobby game company. You guys kind of put it to the side, but now you're able to address this board game market, which has expanded like crazy, and you're going to be bringing back great and interesting games like this and keeping them alive going forward. I think that's a fantastic idea.
This whole team is excited to continue to work on these games and bring them to you.
Cool.
And we would do that for as long as you want to play them. We want to make them.
Great. And then I wanted to mention that this is also shipped, and I own a copy Where am I at? Right there. Betrayal at House on the Hill. Always been one of my favorite games. Thematic, amazing, immersive experience. But the original rules and haunts and stuff sometimes broke down. You know, the classic underground the water is on the roof. I mean, it was a mistake, but they went with it and they figured out an FAQ to how it worked. But this game, this third edition, and I had got this right out of Pulse, so I received it, I don't know, a month or so ago. I thought it was basically going to be the same game with just a little more, you know, maybe putting all the FAQ in there and making it a little more streamlined. However, it's not, because I just played the game today. Paula and I and a bunch of people, we just played this. It's completely redone. So there are mechanical tweaks, but there are 50 new haunts in the game. And the way the haunts are triggered are new. So what was the I don't know, the impetus to saying, like, you know, this is one we have to also bring back? And you had some direct work on this game as well, didn't you? Tell me a little bit about this history.
So for this game, we recruited like an amazing team of designers and writers, like a really special group to bring unique perspectives and terrifying new tales, and you know, to fix some of the you know, the problems that you might have seen in the past. And some of those problems, of course, are beloved, like the pool on the roof, as we say. And you know, those true fans actually love that. Like some of those mistakes, it's become very endearing to them. But this game, of course, 50 new haunts, all new stories, all new characters, those mechanical tweaks, and you know, we'll be supporting this with expansions going forward, and we can't wait to show you what we've got.
And you're even showing one of the expansions off here, at least in the box.
That's
you're
right.
showing it. It's called Blood on the Moon.
Yeah, Blood on the Moon.
We got here.
Yeah, well, you can see our cover here for the. This is an alt cover for the convention for the comic that's included in that.
Very cool.
Blood on the Moon has a scenario of 5 new haunts that introduces us to Sarah, and Sarah's a werewolf. She'll start in the house as one of you, and then when the haunt triggers, she becomes a werewolf. You turn her card over. She's got new stats.
Of course.
You replace her figure with a werewolf figure, and sometimes Sarah's your friend and she helps you out, and sometimes Sarah's really not
your friend anymore. Yeah. That's great. And again, I'm hoping that you've got a timeline of other things that you can be putting back into this world. I mean, I think that would be great if that's the case. Anything you can tell me? I mean, without really releasing it, I know lots of secrets and stuff like that, but can you tell me this won't be the last in the line, or can you say anything about that?
I can say that, you know, we're excited to bring back, you know,
this game,
new things to this game. We've been working with great partners, and we hope you love what the stories we're telling. And if you want more of this product, let us know that you want more of this product.
Hasbro's a little closed-lipped, but I ply them with alcohol once in a while. I might be able to get more stuff out of them. But hey, Doug, thank you so. Anything else? You know, I should ask you. Other stuff that you've worked on, because you've been with Hasbro a long time, isn't that right?
No, I'm actually pretty new to the team.
Oh, you're a new guy on the team. Unlike Craig, right?
Team.
Okay.
But it's been a couple of years. But I would say if I have one, you know, parting thought is that, you know, you fans keep these brands alive, and we're just excited that you've done that, and are excited to bring these stories to you. And you know, salute to the fans.
Great. Well, thank you, Doug, so much for having this little conversation with me and taking your time, showing the fans these great games that are coming out. Stephen Bonacore, the Podfather of Gaming. We'll see you again with more news at a Gen Con.